Finally, a different topic. E3 predictions took up 2 topics. That's how long we went. So
how long did you expect it to be?
I don't. I actually had no idea. I thought we'd be able
minutes.
to.
I thought it would be the whole show. Convinced.
Yeah. It pretty much was an hour and 20 minutes. That's usually a regular episode of Talking Shit.
Not when Alex Eniel and Brian Nabeshin Jackson are in the room.
God fucking damn it. So let's bring over the next topic. Speaking of Brian Nabeshin Jackson. Brian Nabeshin.
Yes.
Jackson. What is your topic that you wanted to bring in this week?
I just wanted to have a general discussion about reboots.
The show Reboot.
Yes. It was an awesome show.
I mean, Beast Wars.
Yes, it's actually.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, everything
Henry
looks like
knows
Jimmy
something.
Neutron.
I mean, obviously, right now, Ghostbusters going through controversy. I don't really go into that, but from an outsider looking in, it doesn't look as good as it. If you watch the old Ghostbusters, you look at that, it doesn't look what it should be.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about this over and over and over again, so I don't want to beat a dead horse. But so all I say is
Beat the horse,
go
beat the horse.
to Game Over Greggy's episode with Max Landis where he talks about it, and he actually goes into
I saw that one.
production-wise
Very
why
good.
that Ghostbusters trailer looks like shit compared to the original, and it has nothing to do with all being a all-female cast. It's literally just production-wise and the way they're shooting the film and how it sort of is shot. It's being shot like a comedy when the original Ghostbusters was shot with a sort of film that was shot to make it look like a horror movie almost. So
But Chris Hemsworth looks really good. In
Chris Hemsworth is going to be so fucking bad in that movie. I'm sorry.
I know.
I love him,
But,
he made a really bad career choice by
The movie's
putting
gonna suck.
But he's gonna look really good in it.
Hey, he's gonna look really good. He's got glasses on. He's got that whole sort of nerdy thing going on. But from the last trailer
He's
I
nerdy
saw,
'cause he
he's
wears
got
glasses.
he's getting possessed by a ghost.
I
and it looks
haven't
fucking
seen
dumb.
the second trailer.
It's worse than the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard it was better.
No, it's worse.
It fucking blows.
But when it comes to
Nabeshin, you're like, whoops.
this is how derailed we get on this show. Just,
Yeah,
just
sure.
to let you know.
you're fine.
But what?
Sidebar.
But was that why you wanted to bring up reboots because of Ghostbusters or what?
Well, it was more about I've been thinking about it a lot lately. It's just essentially, do we really even need reboots? And when we do get an actual good reboot, how often does that happen? Thinking even good examples of a good reboot. And I don't mean just as far as movies. I mean as far as video games or
Any
foods
sort of
or anything
media.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who. So that was where I was thinking too.
for me personally, something that captures something that from the past and brought it to a modern era and kept it the way it was the Peanuts movie. Me being someone who grew up with that, I'm 30 years old, so I'm old, so I'm sorry. I was a huge Charlie Brown fan when I was younger, and
Takes out that too.
I love all the Peanuts stuff that came out around that time, and seeing that first trailer and seeing how they fucking nailed it. It's not this fucking pop culture bullshit. It's not the fucking Lorax or something like that. Where it's just
Your iPad stopped working, Charlie Brown.
And that's something I never saw the movie. I still want to see it, but I got that from the trailer.
Yeah,
It looks
exactly.
like they're trying to capture what.
And and I saw it in the theater,
They
and they
did.
fucking nailed it, from beginning to end. That was a Peanuts movie, and
Okay.
I was so satisfied with that. And it was mostly because the way how Charles Schultz kind of had it after he died and everything like that. He didn't want anybody to touch the Peanuts, kind of Calvin Hobbes type of thing. But they eventually let him do it. The studios do it, but they were really strict about this is the thing we're going for. We don't need no pop culture bullshit. We don't need no fart jokes. We just need this.
My
And
favorite thing
they
about
got
that
it.
movie
We don't
is
need
how-
Danny DeVito on a stump.
The best part about that movie was the fact that the voice for Charlie Brown's teacher was Trombone Shorty.
I think another good one or the more recent one that I can think of is the new Ratchet and Clank
Game.
kind of rebooting the series.
No, the
Still
movie,
feel-
right? The movie.
No.
Yeah, the movie was great.
No.
Yeah, I think.
Still feels natural. Just feels like Ratchet
that
and
game's
Clank.
awesome.
Yeah, and I think it's really smart. And I've said this before, but I really think Ratchet and Clank, the new game, is much like that universe's Star Wars Episode 7, where they have all of these homage or
Nostalgic, like
Homage.
homage to like old like the sort of older like what Ratchet and Clank used to be, and like a mix of sort of new stuff, and they had just enough of like the old stuff that in the future, if they decide to, I feel like they got to follow up with a sequel.
It's their best selling.
Yeah, if and when that happens, I think it gives them space, since they did a lot of the older stuff. I think it gives them space to look into a new direction and see like where they can grow Ratchet and Clank. And that's the same way I felt about Episode 7, Star Wars Episode 7, and it's a soft reboot in a way. It was sort of like a reboot, sort of return to form of what Star Wars is, and I think it did a lot of the same things. Right? It brought back a lot of like old aspects, and it did it just enough to give the older fans what they wanted, and have like their have their moment, and then have enough of that old stuff and bring in new stuff, and then for the future movies
They can iterate on it now.
Yeah, and in the future movies, not have to focus on the older stuff.
Yeah, they can go wherever they want.
Exactly.
They
So-
basically got you comfortable to say like, "Hey, we know what we're doing."
There's another
This is
good
us
one
for-
that I thought of last night, and of course I totally fucking forgot it.
For
But
games or movies or
I don't even fucking remember. I feel like it was a TV show, weirdly enough. But yeah, reboots.
Doctor Who, you guys were talking about a second
Yeah,
ago.
Doctor Who is really good, and Doctor Who is interesting because it's almost like it reboots itself every time you get a new Doctor, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's like sort of like the weird thing that works with that show is because
there's a lot.
almost
jumping off
every
points.
time that there's a new Doctor, there's also a new showrunner. The longest showrunner for that show was oh fuck,
Stephen Moffat.
yeah, Moffat, and he was around for Tennant and Smith, and a little bit of Capaldi, and I think he's gone now. I think he's finally left.
I think
Yeah.
he might be wrapping up whatever season. Right now.
Yeah, I think they're doing the third or second season of Capaldi right now, and when that's over, I think Moffat is leaving. I think Capaldi is staying, and I think they're also getting a new companion, which makes me really sad because that actress,
She's gorgeous.
she's fucking
I
beautiful.
have stopped giving any kinds of shit about Doctor Who.
We actually tried Capaldi. I know you're upset that they turned the sonic screwdriver into a pair of sunglasses, but
What?
I
Yeah.
never
Is that
talked
real?
about
That
that. I hate that.
yeah,
That sounds cool.
it's dumb. But
It's
Joel.
I'm
What
in.
is this? X-Men?
But we
Yes.
pushed through. We pushed through, and there's some pretty good episodes.
I have only ever watched the Matt Smith era, so I jumped into that. Watched
God,
that
Matt
through.
Smith is so
Oh.
fucking good.
Good reboot. Batman Dark Knight trilogy.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
One.
In a way, yeah, because that like Batman Forever and Batman and Robin are fucking.
I love
They're-
Batman and Robin, but
they're
it's
catastrophes.
by no means a good movie. But like so far from it.
And disappointing reboot would be Batman v Superman in my eyes, and sort of like the DC
Of
comic
Batman
book.
and Superman.
Yeah, and
Because the first two Superman movies are great.
they're Superman
From the
movies.
70s.
Yeah.
I'm with him.
Yeah.
They're Superman movies.
They're super
like,
charming. How can
Yeah.
you, it has John Williams.
I'd rather fucking watch that than Man of Steel any day.
I'd rather watch my baby die than
Oh,
this.
here's the great.
Fuck.
Here's the great idea I had. It wasn't like, oh, this was a good reboot. I remembered what I was thinking about last night. I wish that we could just, for Marvel and DC, just reboot one more time, and then just tell your
Comics?
stories. Yeah, for the
Okay.
comics, just tell like the ultimate like Batman story, tell the ultimate Superman story, tell the ultimate Spider-Man story. Not Ultimate Spider-Man, but tell like even though I love that series, and that series is fucking fantastic.
I like Ultimate Spider-Man. a
God,
lot.
it's so good. It got weird with the Clone Saga.
Yeah.
Definitely a little weird.
That's the
around
only
there.
one that I've like read.
And that was until like 8 years later after that fucking series started. So it still had like a good like
Did you ever
6,
play?
7 years.
Just a quick aside.
We
dude.
talked about this last week. I played Ultimate Spider-Man. Didn't really like it.
the video game.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I love that game.
Is that the
Never
one where
played it.
you? It's like I think
You
it's
play as
PS2,
Venom too?
where you play as
it's
Venom.
yeah.
I liked it.
it was okay.
It was like rough mechanically, but I liked it.
But I feel like they really need to just tell like the final actual stories of these characters and have like an actual linear way of telling these stories. Because I love New 52 Batman. That is actually like I wrote a
Nobody doesn't like New 52
and
Batman.
I actually wrote a little. No, we actually have a friend.
Oh.
Friend of the show, Ian Michael Enriquez.
Personal friend
Who talked a bunch of shit about.
Does he think it's horrid?
No, you're thinking of Elias.
I know, but I'm asking if would he give it an Elias horrid?
He would give it an Elias horrid.
What a piece of garbage.
He did not like Cordovalis. He was like,
What?
I know, that's the best one.
All right.
I love you, Ian, but
As like I've only ever read this Scott Snyder run of Batman. Like it's the only Batman I've ever read. It's so good.
oh fuck yes. And it's sort of sad because I love those stories, but they're told very like Court of Owls was the first story, but it was like 6 years into Bruce Wayne being Batman, and then the next big story they told was Death of the Family, which was like it was weird of like when that took place, and then they went back to 0 Year, which was a great story, but it was weird that they like went back to his origins, and then the next story was like the last Joker story that they're doing, and then Super Heavy, which I still don't know how I feel about, but I wish there was a more linear way of telling that story. No, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but I just wish that like I wish Marvel and DC would just do a final reboot, tell all of these character stories just one last time, get like a good sort of linear
And then
narrative
end
for
comics forever.
and then and then bring in like just fucking a different universe, you know? Like you still have like your original Marvel universe, but then make a new different universe with different superhero characters and whatnot. Like just leave it the fuck alone. Let the movies do what they're doing, because honestly, like I think the superhero movies are like the new like superhero comics, you know? Like they're doing
the new entry point.
Yeah, they're the new like superhero like they are to pop culture what the superhero comics were to pop culture in like the 60s, 70s. So I don't know, let the movies do whatever the fuck they need to do, but I think like just tell one last story and just be done with it. So that's the one little idea I had. What reboots do you guys like or dislike?
I've gone on record and said the Devil May Cry reboot is better than all 4 of the original Devil May Cry games.
You're a weirdo.
I mean, he is rationally passionate.
Rationally pacifist.
That too.
One thing I was thinking about, and it's something that's gonna go for you and me, and I've talked about it extensively on this show. And when I bring it up, Ricky and Henry are gonna get fucking so like bored out of their mind and tired because I've talked to death about it.
Reboot kind of funny.
It was actually one of our first topics. We need a fucking reboot of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
On screen media.
Yeah.
They just get up and leave. And not movies. We need a Harry Potter Netflix series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Barrett and I know we've been writing our series in the background. We're show running a series in the background for years.
Yeah.
Before we even met.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. No. Like
it
that.
would be so good.
Like you look at BBC doing their like 6-episode series. It's like just give it to BBC. Just let them do whatever.
Another sort of like on like book to screen sort of thing that I would love to see be done again, because the last time we saw it, there was only the one movie and they never did a sequel to it.
Movie says Aragon.
Damn, that's a rough one.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I would actually love like a full
Towel Day.
What?
Towel Day's today.
Yeah, Towels Day. Today's don't forget your towel day. I would love to see like a full movie series, because we got the one
I like
with,
that movie.
Yeah, we got the one with Martin Freeman.
And we got the old show and radio.
The BBC TV, like it was like a 6-episode.
We live to talk to this and the previous, the Harry Potter. We do live in a world without oh god, I just blanked on his name. Severus Snape. Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
We did.
He did the voice of Martin.
Yeah,
the robot.
Yeah. So.
Fuck.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's just something we have to keep in mind.
Did you know that there's actually a couple episodes of the 70s Doctor Who show that Douglas Adams wrote, and Arthur Dent's actually a character in the Doctor Who universe?
God, that's so fucking cool.
That is really cool.
And speaking of, neither of you have played Uncharted 4.
I have, and Nabeshin has.
Yeah, you two have.
Yeah.
Should we?
Should we muff it?
Muffet, you muff it pretty well. I want to reboot just because it was mentioned, alluded to in Uncharted 4, Monkey Island. Yeah, that would be really cool.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool to see. I heard that they were trying to fight to get that back.
Yeah.
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 Nabeshin. Okay, you guys are good. You guys are good. Nabeshin, what reboots would you like to see? If you want to see any, I don't know what your stance is on. How you feel about
Jack and
reboots?
Dexter.
It's a weird thing with me
Just
and
like to see Jack and Dexter.
reboots. Like I can tell when something's a good reboot, but like for some reason I can't bring myself to watch it. Like it's an old thing from an old guy, but like the Muppet stuff.
Oh
like,
my god, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful.
I
It's
mean,
a
like,
terrible show.
I mean, not even like the show, but even the movie. I've never seen the newer Muppet movies. Or
The
anything
first
like
one
that.
was good. I like.
I haven't seen any of them, and like it spoke to me like, yeah, you should totally see it as a movie. You should support it because like you would like to see the Muppets come back, right? Like, yeah, but like
Not like this.
Not
like this.
I hated the Muppet Show because the Muppets should be a variety show.
Yeah.
It makes no sense as
to
like,
make it a 30 Rock.
Yeah.
why are you just doing The Office but with felt?
Yeah,
Go on.
That show sucked ass, and I'm so glad it got canceled. But I think
Well, like the movies, yeah.
the first one is very much like it reminded me of the first Muppets like movie that came out, and like there are little time like exceptions to like nice little reboots, and I think if they had just done that one Muppets movie, I think that would have been fine.
yeah, but like even when it came out, even when it went on Blu-ray, even like then I just really couldn't bring myself to see it, and there's no real reason why. It's just like it just felt like it's just not. Even if I do go into it with open minded, like it's not gonna be what I want. So I just let it be. Even like something like Amazing Spider-Man when that first came out, and like like for me personally, I just didn't want to see it because like
2011 one?
yeah,
Yeah,
the newer
yeah.
one, the
Goldfarb.
That started the friendship between Ricky and I. We talked about it in the car.
Started the Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man
Garfield.
movie continuity.
like
Not
like saw Spider-Man 1 through 3 in theaters. Thought everyone except 3 was great, and like
No one said 3 was great.
I'm saying it for myself.
Everyone 3 was good.
Okay.
Spider-Man 2 is great.
Yeah.
Yes,
Spider-Man 2 is a classic.
Yep.
one
Movie
doesn't
and
hold
game.
up, one doesn't hold up as good as you did.
No, it doesn't.
One's worth it for Willem Dafoe.
It is worth it for Willem Dafoe, though.
But like,
Hey, Spidey! Bonk.
but like when Amazing Spider-Man was first coming out, and like it was just like something that was like this seems so unnecessary, so I didn't even bother to see it. I still haven't seen it
Amazing
today.
Amazing Spider-Man coming out was kind of just like your dad going, "Hey, I like Spider-Man too. There you go."
Yeah, it's definitely weird, like how to handle reboots, because you gotta handle it carefully and try to not specifically bring the feeling and like what those original like things meant. Like there are some exceptions. Like for Peanuts, you should bring back like what the original Peanuts comics
It just
was.
makes no sense in any decade besides like the 50s.
Yeah.
But also like you should bring back like what you think. Like what
Bring something to it.
Yeah, bring something to it, and like.
And if
bring
you
back,
can't do
like-
it, then you shouldn't reboot it.
Yeah, exactly. And the Ghostbusters is very much like there's no reason why
They're not bringing
done
anything.
they're not bringing anything new, anything good, and it's really like. Hollywood reboots are very it's a dicey thing because you're relying on old properties that may not be as relevant, and you could really pull it off like 21 and 22 Jump Street, and which was very different from the TV show, and you could have that really like work out for you in like the best of your favor, or you could do what was the other example that I had was
Ratchet and Clank.
not Ratchet and Clank. It was
bring it up again.
Transformers.
Man of Steel.
Oh, Transformers.
We're not talking about Transformers in this household. All in oats.
So
You know
I guess I'll just rely on Ghostbusters. Of like that's not how you, because it doesn't bring any back that like, yes, you bring something new into the table, but you don't have any of that like magical feeling from like what the first like original thing.
I mean,
gave to you.
fucking Finding Dory is coming out in 2 months.
And I watched that new trailer, and I was actually like,
I'm
hyped up.
yeah, I'm getting excited for that.
All right.
Still waiting for my Incredibles
I
too,
like.
though.
I
Where
have
the
this
fuck is
relation.
Incredibles 2?
Yeah, dude, it's coming. They announced it's real. It's
Yeah,
happening.
they announced it's real.
I wanna
but, like,
see it.
It's like fucking
want-
Final Fantasy.
I want to
10
see
at
it.
this point.
Shut up. You're welcome to my fucking life, Barrett. Welcome to my fucking life, huh?
It's like Kingdom Hearts fucking 3.867.
I can't believe Alex
or whatever.
O'Neill's gonna hate fuck Barrett.
On camera.
just one last reboot that is great and original and cool that is related to when we talked about Stephen Moffat made the Sherlock TV show series.
Oh,
Yeah, I was-
and that was so weird
I
because
love.
the Sherlock movies had recently
Yeah.
things.
The
that
Sherlock
was such-
Holmes, like the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movies are fun and cool. They're
The
like,
first one's good. The second one was like I think
not
they
as
did-
good, but it's-
I think they did Moriarty a little like
The second one
disservice.
happened.
I love
Yeah.
how they did Moriarty in the Sherlock show.
Oh yeah,
The
no, that was
show,
phenomenal.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
But that's the
good.
thing is like,
That was the thing
show-
pushing me to watch it.
It's so sad to see that show go on like a slow decline because I don't think season 3 is that great. The
I
one
liked it.
episode I do like is the wedding episode,
Yes.
just because of the scene where they're trying to solve a crime drunk, and that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I
love it.
the last like the season finale to season 3, I feel like is such a cop out, and it's gonna have the easiest answer of all time, which is Moriarty isn't really back. It was just Sherlock hacked the system to make people think he was back because they knew that would be the only way to get him
Spoilers.
back to London.
I didn't watch
The fucking season came out like 2 or 3 years ago.
I was about to
It
say,
like,
like,
when
I feel-
Alyssa and I started dating.
Yeah, I was about to say I feel so fucking connected from the show every time that it's just like I don't even fucking remember
didn't
what
watch
happened.
The Christmas special. Where they,
Neither did I.
didn't-
It's like a
we should-
totally disconnected
we
thing.
should cuddle up and watch that.
But it's not Christmas time
I just want to
anymore.
cuddle up with you.
I'm trying to think of like more video game reboots. I feel like we haven't talked a lot about those.
I was gonna say one last show one that I hated the idea of because I love the original one so much, but the reboot of the Clone Wars animated series I actually
yeah.
like grew on me
Yeah.
after a while.
Yeah, 'cause
and
it,
actually
like,
love it.
There were
now.
those weird like 5-minute episodes of the 2D one.
Yeah,
I love that one.
I love those.
Yeah,
love that
and then,
series through.
I loved
So
those,
good.
but they always frustrated me because they were so fucking short.
Yeah.
And I never bought the DVD, so the only time
You get volume 1 and 2 and just watch them
Grievous was
through.
only good in those because they were so short there.
But yeah, the 3D one I finally like got into.
gets so
it was
good.
last year before. I was trying to watch
I
every.
hear it's like a slow burn, but then it really gets going.
I was
the
the one who told you
slowest
about that.
fucking
Yeah.
burn ever.
I was the one who told you about that. Where like the first
My friend Chris said the same thing.
Yeah, the first like 2 seasons I would say are like really like slow burn, and then it's those last
Yeah.
couple seasons where it gets fucking awesome.
I
Yeah.
hear Rebels is really good too. But
Yeah, I haven't
I've been
watched
meaning to
Rebels
watch
yet,
that.
but I've heard really great things about it. But any video game reboots that we want to give a shout out to or
Ninja
that we
Gaiden.
want?
Oh,
Ninja Gaiden. Oh
That's a
yeah,
good one.
when they went 3D with it.
Yeah.
yeah. But they tapered out, right? They kept going and
yeah.
they kept getting worse.
Now they're making Neo.
Now they're making Neo.
I don't know. I'm excited for Neo. I'm excited like that you're excited about Neo. So, because it'll be interesting to see how that game does in a post Dark Souls 3 world, because that game is very Dark Souls, and I wouldn't say Bloodborne because it doesn't involve like any like.
I was watching gameplay of
Shooting
it,
mechanics.
and it does look like Bloodborne though, because you have like a slide dodge as opposed to like a dodge roll. Just like as a
Nerd.
I know. I know it.
One that I can think of, which it's not necessarily a reboot, but it's like Bethesda completely changed it when they got Fallout,
Fallout
and they
3,
did Fallout 3. They like completely changed the
that's
whole
true.
fucking game.
And sort of, they've been doing that a lot with Wolfenstein and Doom.
Yeah,
in
like
that- in that same
Wolfenstein
way.
New
I hear
Order.
Doom is great. So
Yeah. Feels
Doom
good.
is good. We did.
I'm
Let's
like
plays
I'm
of
like
it.
this to play it.
Yeah.
I still haven't played it.
He's fucking jonesing for it.
Yeah.
It's like Gene Wilder and Blazing Saddles. and
Wolfenstein
shooting
the
game.
new-
Wow.
Wolfenstein
That's a
the New
reference.
Order is cool.
I own it. I played the first like hour and a half.
I really
and
like
was
that
It
game.
was okay.
I really like it.
Like my problem with Wolfenstein the New Order, which I think like they fix with Doom, is like in that game you're like running around and Blazkowicz is like, yeah, eat a knife, and like he's stabbing dudes, killing people. He's making these weird comments, but then he's like trying to be super serious in the cutscenes. So the thing they did with Doom was like
Eat a
he
knife.
just like doesn't give a fuck and never speaks. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's exactly what they
Yeah.
should have done with Wolfenstein, and I'm so in
And
on
I will
this.
get like the collectibles in Doom are fucking on point. The Let's Plays that are up by now, by the time you guys are watching this, the last 2 Let's Plays that we do for Doom is finding the Easter egg secret levels, and we go in and play like an old school Doom level.
Yeah.
So fucking cool. Oh my god.
Coming. So good.
Overwatch
good.
is a reboot of the canceled Titan MMO that Blizzard is making.
Yeah.
Bit of StarCraft goes.
But actually, something I would love to see a reboot for, because I guess technically it's not canon, or two things I would like to see reboots for, because they're technically not canon anymore, would be to see a new and different iteration of the Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I would like to see a more improved story on that, because that story is so fucking cool.
Give it to Naughty Dog. Imagine Naughty Dog making that game.
Naughty Dog,
They would
Star Wars,
fucking-
The Force Unleashed.
They would light
Just so-
that game up.
Just so we can get a number 2 for that. That's a reasonable length.
Well, no, I wouldn't.
And,
I wouldn't even want a sequel.
quality.
I would want a better told version of the first one.
Yeah.
Which is because the premise of that game is so cool, where Darth Vader has the secret apprentice before Episode 4, and he has that secret apprentice basically start the rebellion, and so in a way,
it makes
Darth
him eat
Vader
his
is the
own
reason
dick,
the
right?
rebellion exists. What? What the fuck are you talking
You
about?
said that he makes him eat his own dick. I just wanted to see what your reaction was.
Good fuck. And then the other Star Wars reboot I would love to see would be
Knights of
Republic
the Old
Commando.
Republic.
no, well,
Yes.
fuck. I was gonna say something else, but then you had to
No,
interrupt me 'cause you're a
no.
piece of
The
shit.
Jedi Knight.
Jedi.
Oh, Bounty Hunter. Yeah, yeah.
No,
Jedi Academy.
1313.
Padawan,
I don't want to count one. Fuck, I totally lost it.
It was for sure Star Wars Connect.
No,
Nothing
For sure,
else.
Star Wars Republic Commando.
Yeah.
Shadows of the Empire.
There we go.
Just say Shadows of the Empire. So
Oh,
we'll be
there we
happy.
go. It was Shadows of the Empire.
it was.
Fuck yes.
I never played that.
Oh my god.
Obviously, it doesn't have to be all the time.
Best N64 game.
I never
ever.
played it.
Oh fuck yes. You
I actually
it's
don't
Han
even know what that
Solo's-
is.
It's
Wait, it's the best N64 game ever?
Besides Donkey Kong.
Hold on.
It's a story. It's a story between episode 5 and 6, and you play as.
I'm gonna take that out of context and play it at your funeral. Like the best N64 game.
Barrett's Life.
I'm trying to.
Liar.
I'm trying to remember his
Liar.
name. Do you remember his name? I think it's like Drax Rendar or something. And you
Drax
play-
Rendar.
Yeah, it's like you play as Han Solo's friend, and like the whole.
Draxodaxel.
Like it starts at
Drax
the,
Tax.
It starts at the Battle of Hoth, and you go through like your own story, and I think like the final boss is Boba Fett, and it's like it's just
Boba Fett.
really really cool. I would
That
love
actually
to
sounds
see that.
pretty cool.
I would love to see that game in a 2016-2017 space.
I want to see DMC Devil May Cry 2.
God, I fucking hate you.
Dash Rendar.
Dash Rendar, thank you.
A reboot, Destroy All Humans that doesn't suck.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Destroy all. Oh,
That first one was good.
Oh no,
two,
The first two are awesome. It's
Yeah,
the other one that
the
sucks.
third one, the Path of the Furon, where we had to go
Don't-
all fucking Asian kung fu. with
We
it.
don't talk about it.
God, it was so
don't
weird.
talk
I
about
still
this
played the
game.
shit out of that game though.
Because
it
we
was
didn't
when my
have
it
another
was when
one.
my expectations were so low on
Bully.
like what.
Reboot of Bully.
Rockstar
Table Tennis.
son.
Just a sequel to Bully.
My
I don't
my
even
son.
think you need a reboot to Bully. Just fucking get a sequel out.
Rockstar Table Tennis 2.
God, I fucking hate it. I think we've.
Sonic Tennis Champions.
All right, we're
Sonic
done.
Sonic Boom.